What up, world? Welcome to another episode of BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am BrandonJaneau, and like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow, social media platforms, Instagram threads, BrandonJaneau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow, all social media platforms, Instagram threads, BrandonJaneau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. I would appreciate it if you did. Yeah. Really, where you go though is the YouTube channel, man. BrandonJaneauShow YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Comment, like the vids, like the shorts, all of it, man. It helps in the algorithm if you do. Try to get some more subscribers, y'all. Trying to get some more subscribers, but I mean, I gotta stop being so goddamn lazy and actually do it. So yeah, this is Tuesday, so you already know what it is. This I Bleed Sports. College football is in full effect, getting closer and closer to the end of college football, which sounds fucking nuts. We are officially getting closer and closer to the end of college football, which sounds nuts. The NFL is not doing so hot either because we're getting closer and closer to the end of the NFL, man. But we got basketball, of course, now. Basketball is heating up. It's in what, week two? We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. But let's start it off with some good old fashioned boxing. So Virgil Ortiz fought this past Saturday, and man, oh man, oh man, he fought this past Saturday, and he won in convincing fashion. I mean, the man literally knocked the dude out in the second round. I mean, the shit was bad. But it's about what happened afterwards, which was Boots Ennis getting into the ring and pretty much saying, let's get it popping. Let's do this. I think Boots have most of the belts in the welterweight division, if I'm not mistaken. I think he has most of the belts in the welterweight division. Because Crawford is in the middleweight, and of course Errol Spence is gone. Yeah, I think he has all of the belts. I think Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney are actually fighting for the junior welterweight. I don't think they're fighting for the actual welterweight. But anyway, Boots Ennis got in the ring after the Virgil Ortiz fight. He was like, let's do this. Let's do this. Me versus you. And Virgil Ortiz seemed like when the the fight was, when he was in the ring with him, of course he was like, yeah, let's do this. But after the fight, he was kind of like, I want to fight, Earl Spence Jr. This is kind of more of a dream for me. I wanted to fight Earl Spence Jr. for a while. Earl Spence Jr. has not been in a boxing ring. We haven't seen him box since the Terrence Crawford fight. I mean, literally, it's been damn near what, 3.5 years. It feels like now, like 2.5 years since Earl Spence has actually got in a boxing ring and boxed someone. Um, Earl Spence seems like he's getting back into it. Raw Jones Jr. I saw Raw Jones Jr. just recently say that hey, he has been in the gym with Earl Spence, so that's great. I am an Earl Spence Jr. fan. I mean, yes, even though he got his ass handed to him, I mean, dominant fashion against Bud Crawford. I'm still a fan of the man. I still want to see the man get in the ring and do his thing. Um, but this is not about Earl Spence Jr. This is about Victor Ortiz. I'm not Victor. Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz. Uh, you see the opportunity to go one on one with Boots, and Boots is finding it harder and harder now to find that opponent for him because one, Boots is incredible in the ring. He can box his ass off. He knocks motherfuckers out at a very rapid pace. And so the fight that he probably would have had with, Crawford got taken off the table because of the Canelo fight. So he's not coming back down anytime soon. It doesn't make sense for Crawford to keep go down and lose that weight he just put on to fight Canelo at middleweight. So this kind of leaves Boots to sit there and say, "What the fuck do I do now?" Ortiz doesn't want to fight me. Um, Listen, I think a lot of people always have this preconceived notion of like, if the fight is to be made, the fight should be made. right? Like we have this preconceived notion, especially in boxing, where it's like the fight should be made. It's two undefeateds. They should go in the ring. They should box. They should do this thing. One thing about boxing in the last couple of years that I definitely respect Turkey Al Sheik for, and as much people want to sit here and talk sometimes down on him, he has forced a lot of great fights that would have never been made under Bob Arum or Golden Boy, Top Rank, any of these other companies that you have seen in a boxing promotion world. A lot of these fucking dudes protected boxers for years because they just was like, and I think I saw Andre Ward say this on a clip just recently, where he's like, boxing is the only fighting event. Boxing is the only game where if you lose, you take a significant pay cut the next time you get in the ring. And that's very true, man. I'm not gonna say here like Floyd Mayweather being undefeated wasn't the main reason for why he was such a draw. Now Floyd was great, but being undefeated and people wanting to see somebody beat you is a massive fucking draw. It is, man. Floyd being undefeated and every person he got in that ring with from the moment he hit 40-0, everybody, every single person wanted to see Floyd Mayweather lose. Now, if you were like me, you wanted to see him win, you wanted to see him do it in dominant fashion, and it was pretty cool to see. But being undefeated in boxing goes hand in hand with being popular. And to say that with Tank Davis and Shakir, uh, uh, Shakir Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, and that's why Devin Haney fought so hard to get his undefeated streak back, his undefeated record back, even though we all saw him get his ass whooped to Ryan Garcia. Uh, Being undefeated is a very important thing, especially in boxing. So I get that Virgil Ortiz is probably like, I don't really want to get in the ring with someone that could probably beat me in boots. But fighting Earl Spence Jr., even though it's been a massive long layoff for Earl Spence Jr., and he's older, not younger, and you're coming off of one of the most debilitating losses that we've seen in a minute, where you just absolutely got your ass the mileage by Bud Crawford. You may think it's an easier fight, and Spence still has a name in boxing, despite the loss, because everybody wants to know who's going to be his if he ever gets in a ring, and then who's his first opponent going to be, and can he come back from that loss? And that's what an interesting part kicks in. But I want to see Boots and Ortiz. I think it'd be a great fight. I think it'd be another mega fight, even though certain people might not know who Virgil Ortiz are, or maybe not even know who Boots Ennis is. But if you're a boxing fan, you know who they are. You fuck with them. You know what this is going to be, which turns into Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez have announced that on January 31st, 2026, they will be stepping into the ring against each other. Now, it's November. The fighting is until January. I'm extremely fucking excited because not only are they going to be fighting each other, finally we're going to get an actual real mega fight of these guys. The Tanks, the Teofimos, the Shakurs, the Devins. About fucking time we're getting this. Teofimo's had some loss. He has had a loss or two in his career, so he can handle a situation like this. Shakur has not had a loss, and he is now stepping into a different, you know, spectrum of a fight with Teofimo Lopez, who's had a loss, but also is one of the best in the business. Like I've been said, Teofimo Lopez has everything it takes to be a boxer. He just fucking loses his attention. Like he has moments where he just is not he's not set in stone. Like he just fucking like man, I saw him against Lomachenko like the first 8 fucking rounds of that fight. Like the first 8 rounds, 6, 7, 8 rounds of that fight, he beat the shit out of Lomachenko. Like it wasn't even close. In that 12th round, he beat the hell out of Lomachenko. It wasn't even close. He has moments where he just lapses. He has lapses in fights, and you just be sitting there like, nah, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? I've always said maybe he gets bored in fights, and that might be the reason. Because if you watched him versus Josh Taylor, he beat the shit out of Josh Taylor. Like Josh Taylor had No chance in fucking hell in that fight. You watch it. I was watching that fight like, where the fuck this team of female been? I sat there, I was like, where the fuck this team of female been? This nigga here, bro. Fucking Jekyll and Hyde for real in this motherfucker, bro. I wouldn't even say Jekyll and Hyde. I would say more so like, fucking what, like Freddy Krueger and fucking Barney. Like this nigga ass is like this nigga's two different human beings sometimes in fights. Like what the fuck is this? And Shakur Stevenson has always been told that he's not really taken the big fight. He hasn't fought anyone of importance, even though that's a goddamn lie. But he hasn't had the fight that has forced him to also be engaged and actually have to fight someone. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see these two styles because again, Teofimo hasn't. He's had the fights, but he has also had the lapse in judgment in fights. And Shakur Stevenson has had not the lapse in judgment in fights, but he's also just not had the fight to really show that he can be the guy. I am looking forward to this because not only are these two going to fight, they're going to fight on my birthday, which is also fucking great. And I'm looking super fucking forward for that. And I'm like, oh shit! So I got the Royal Rumble, which is which I do wrestling life, which is the Royal Rumble at like noon, and I watch that and cover that on my birthday. And then I go and watch that fight, and I don't know what I'm gonna probably do on my birthday except those two events, and that's pretty cool with me. I'm good with that shit. I'm pretty good with that shit. I'll be 32. I'll be like, yep, that's pretty good with me. I mean, I got a whole that works for me personally. Um, yeah, but yeah. That works for me personally. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but that works for me personally. Um, but I am looking forward to that fight. If this is the truth and it stays this way, and it's no bullshit contract negotiations, and if something comes up and I don't want to do this because he trying to make me do, man, listen, bro, get the fuck in the ring and fight. Get the fuck in the ring and fight. I'm not hearing all this bullshit, bro. Just get in the ring and fight, nigga. Lord have mercy. You know it's coming. You know they gonna do some fuck shit. You know they gonna try to find a way to do some fuck shit. Oh man. But yeah, man, that fight is gonna be interesting as fuck, and I'm looking super fucking forward to it. I always wanted Teofimo and Tank to get in the ring, but I'm cool with Teofimo and Shakur. Fuck yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's bring me to the other fights, which is Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. Now they fight. Do they fight this Saturday or next Saturday? They fight next Saturday because Survivor Series is the next Saturday. It's the last week of. So they fight literally the week of Thanksgiving. So the Saturday of Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is that Thursday, and they fight that Saturday. So yeah, yeah, um, that's gonna be an interesting fucking fight. Brian Norman Jr. and they got a stacked card. That's a stacked fucking card when you actually look at it. I think they got Connor and Chris Ebank too. I think on that motherfucker. You got David Benavidez and Yaldin on that motherfucking card, like, and Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney. Now, what is this fight going to look like? Brian Norman Jr. has the power, but I do think Devin Haney has. I do think Devin Haney has the boxing IQ, and I've always said this about Devin Haney. If he does not force himself into a slugfest, he wins the fight easily. The motherfucker can box. Like it's not that's not my problem with Devin Haney. My problem with Devin Haney is he doesn't have the power. And I was watching uh Showbiz. And he said this perfectly. He said, I think Devin has the power. I think just on fight night, he doesn't use the power he has because he knows he doesn't have the chin to take a punch, which is very fucking true. If you watch Devin Haney, you know that motherfucker could get tagged. And when he get tagged, he gets tagged. And he got the heart. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like the nigga don't have the heart. The nigga got the heart. The nigga got the heart. But that nigga ain't got a chin. And when you ain't got a chin, I don't give a fuck how good your heart is. You will get punched in your shit and you will get absolutely fucking dropped. And we all know it. So You think the Ryan Garcia fight was just a one-off? No, he's been hit before. By fuck, what's dude name? Shit, I forgot dude name. But he got it was like at the end of the bell, and he tagged his ass. And that boy Devin is like, whoop, and he like started laughing. Man, that ain't tag shot. That boy hit that nigga hard as a motherfucker, dog. So yeah, I mean, and that was the thing, man. So Devin knows he can beat anyone. Devin's IQ is there, but again, this is his second fight after the Ryan Garcia situation. What is he going to really be when it's all said and done? I don't know what Devin's going to look like in this fight. Brian Norman Jr. has the power, and the difference between when Brian Norman Jr. fought, I mean, when Devin fought, like let's say, when Devin fought Regis Prograis versus this fight, Regis wasn't fast enough to catch Devin. Brian Norman Jr. is young enough, strong enough, and quick enough to probably hurt Devin. And so if I was Devin Haney, I stay the fuck away from his power as much as I can. Jab, 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 get the fuck out the way. And this is gonna be an interesting fight. I think Devin can win it. I gotta see how Devin fights in this matchup. I gotta see how Devin's going to actually look in this matchup. But my thing is this: don't let Brian catch you, and that's the whole thing. If Devin knows Devin has a fucking plan, which is hit and don't get hit. You don't stand in the pocket with a person that can actually tag you. And that's why I think Devin lost in the Ryan fight. That's why Devin was very, very scared in the Ramirez fight. No matter what these Devin fans want to tell you, Devin Haney can win fights. He's easily can win these fights. The problem is when he lets his ego take control and think, "Oh, I'm gonna knock somebody the fuck out." You not built like that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because Ryan Norman Jr. is built like that. The way this man was talking to him on that damn sit down, shit. That motherfucker said, "I'm gonna hit you so hard it's gonna break your fucking bones." Like, oh my! When you hear some niggas say you that type of shit, I take him at his word. I don't know what the fuck. I saw him punch a motherfucker out and literally almost kill his mother. Like, I seen the shit. I'd like, nah, bro, we good. We good. We move on. And also with this who you fought shit, I can say the same shit about Devin Haney, bro. Devin didn't start getting the fights until later on in his career, like midway through his career, bro. So let's stop with this who he fought shit. Because does it matter? And by the way, the same shit y'all said about Terrence Crawford. Who did he really fight? Well, he beat the shit out of Canelo, so I'm not living in this world no more of who did he fight shit. Because I don't give a fuck who he fought. He's fighting you now, nigga. I don't give a fuck who he fought. He's fighting you now. So address that address that occasionally. Like address that very importantly. Like nigga, like address that. I'm gonna fuck with this nigga fought. He fighting you now. You want to talk about something? Well, he got in the ring. He was 20 and something. And he ain't fighting nobody. What nigga I'm fighting you? And you next on the list. I don't give a fuck what you say. Address that accordingly. Address that accordingly, my nigga. Please address that accordingly. Basketball. The Lakers are 7-2, bro. I gotta give them that credit. I didn't think they'd do it. Luka's killing it. Austin Reeves is killing it. They're killing it. Uh, Granted, it is early in the season. Granted, it is very early in the season. You are playing against really nobody. I mean, you're playing against really nobody. I don't want to say it like that, but you're really playing against teams that we know are not going to be good this year. But you're winning, and that's all that matters. What do I think about LeBron James coming back to this team? He's gonna fuck up the chemistry. LeBron's gonna fuck up the chemistry. LeBron has to have the ball in his hands. The offense has to go through LeBron James. The beauty of this team now is that it's not going through LeBron, it's going through Luka, which is opening up the court for everybody else to get going. I thought defensively they will have a problem, But again, you're playing against teams that aren't really challenging you so hard on the defensive end. So it's not that hard for you to get the scores and play like you're playing. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they're gonna match up against OKC, and I think they play Thursday. Or they play tomorrow. They play tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think I think they play tomorrow. Or do they play tonight? I don't fucking know. Lord have mercy. Let me check and see. Hold on. Lord have mercy. I'm just gonna give y'all misinformation out in these streets. Game's probably already gonna be done by the time I get to it. But anyway, nigga, I don't want to give y'all misinformation in these streets. I think they play tomorrow. But yeah. Speaking of Luka Doncic, uh, Nico Harris is fired. The GM that traded Luka last year. Dallas sucks this year. Dallas is not having a great season. Of course, Kyrie Irving is out because of the torn ACL last year. Klay Thompson is just not doing what Klay Thompson was in Golden State. It's just not doing what he does. Cooper Flag is doing Cooper Flag shit, which is what you drafted him for. But again, you put him on a team where this team was supposed to be whole already. But Kyrie's hurt. Anthony Davis is hurt. I mean, Anthony Davis is just Anthony Davis at this moment, and Klay Thompson is really just not doing what he needs to do. So yeah, you needed to fire him. It's pretty obvious. I of course put out a video saying, "Oh man, I don't know, Nico Harris might get his shit together." Nope, he has not. He's not gotten his shit together. This just is not working. And they fired him today. So it is what it is. I can't get mad at the shit. Dallas feels like he tanked their franchise. I don't think he has, but let's see how this all plays out. College football. College football. Tonight it is the top 25 college playoff ranking. I think I did this show last week on a Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Um. So yeah. Let's get to it, man. This is my crazy six. These are my six teams. I don't do 10. I don't do 25. I do six. Let's get into it, man. And number one, it is the Ohio State Buckeyes. They are 9-0. Um, they're just rolling through the season, just calmly beating the shit out of teams left to fucking right. It's not even a phase to them. They're just doing what they do. They are 9-0. They play against UCLA. Ohio State is the most consistent team probably in college football right now. They are the most consistent team in college football right now. There's nobody that is playing defensively and offensively like Ohio State. Again, going into Michigan this upcoming week, going to Michigan at the end of this year is going to be a very interesting thing. Michigan is actually in the polls, but they have a freshman, and they go to Michigan. That's going to be an interesting game. But for the most part, the Big Ten is pretty much wrapped up with them, and the rest of this shit is just cake. They got UCLA coming in them. They're going to beat the shit out of UCLA. It's not even close. Number two, Texas A&M Aggies. They also went into Missouri this past Saturday and beat the hell out of Missouri. Wasn't even close. I don't know how many more times I gotta say this. Marcellus Reed is the best quarterback in the SEC. It's time to put some fucking respect on that man's name. This upcoming week, they go against South Carolina. South Carolina is completely and utterly fell off a fuck cliff. I don't know what the fuck happened to South Carolina. Oh yes, I do. Lenorius Sellers got injured, and that was the end of it. So yeah. Number three, the Indiana Hoosiers. They are 10-0. They go two. No. Everybody has them coming to them. Like I said, South Carolina goes to Texas and Wisconsin comes to Indiana. Indiana, woo boy, almost lost to Penn State. I felt like it could be a trap game. I felt like Penn State at home, spurred on by their own fans. I mean, it could have went bad for Indiana, but they won. They won. They won. They're 10-0, and at this moment, it feels like that's the Big Ten again. Like I said for Ohio State, it feels like the Big Ten is kind of wrapped up for Indiana. I mean, you only have maybe other 1 or 2 weeks left for the Big Ten games. This is pretty much going to be your conference championship game. I mean, they beat Oregon already, and like I said last week, Oregon really has no chance, no shot to really get into the Big Ten championship game outside of if just in Ohio State loses. And you could sit there and say, well, let's make the case for Ohio State over Penn State. But I think Ohio State needs to win like 1 or 2 more games and then the Big Ten championship game, and Indiana needs to literally win 1 or 2 more games and then the Big Ten championship game. So it doesn't really make sense for Oregon. This upcoming week, Indiana being at home against Wisconsin, which is a very tough defense. Offensively, Wisconsin's always been challenged, but this is going to be a pretty interesting game for Indiana. That's how it's going to look. Number 4, Alabama. Alabama beat my LSU Tigers this past Saturday. They are now 8-1. They are hosting the Oklahoma Sooners. They should have beaten us way more than they did. To only win 20-9 against that team. Now defensively, LSU is a great defensive team, but offensively, I mean, what the fuck is that? Yeah, Alabama won. They're 8-1. This game this week is going to be pretty interesting to see. Oklahoma's season got derailed when their quarterback kind of got banged up a little bit. Um, like I should say numerous times, Alabama's defense under the head coach has been the most questionable shit. And Alabama cannot lose this game. They cannot lose this game. Lord knows they cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, the SEC is now wide open for Georgia, Texas, Ole Miss. Like, you cannot lose this game. These are, by the way, all teams that have a loss in the SEC. The only 2 teams that don't is Texas A&M and Alabama. So it seems like Texas A&M is taking care of their business. You have to win this game if you're Alabama. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Number 5 for me, it is the Georgia Bulldogs. They are 8-1. They host Texas this upcoming weekend, and that's gonna be an interesting fucking game. I'll tell you that goddamn much. And I'll talk about that in a minute. And at number 6, it is Ole Miss. They are 9-1. They are hosting Florida. Now, last year around this time, Ole Miss had all the chances, all of the opportunity, and it was so simple for Ole Miss to easily get a chance to play in that championship game. And then they shit the bed at Florida. Jackson Dart and Lane Kiffin fucking shit the bed in Florida. The best thing for Ole Miss is that they're at home against Florida this year. Of course, Florida has fired their head coach. Everything in Florida is just left. Ole Miss to win this and, like I said, keep track in the SEC chances to get into the championship game. When you have a Texas and Oklahoma, you got Georgia, Texas, Alabama, all them playing against each other this weekend, and you have the easiest fucking game. You better win. You better win, bro. You better fucking win. Eyes on college football for week 12. 4 games. My skeptical game of the week, my most interesting game of the week, my upset game of the week, and my game of the week. Let's do this shit. My skeptical game of the week, it is Notre Dame versus Pittsburgh. Pitt, like they like to say. Notre Dame is 10th right now in the polls. Now, again, like I said, tonight we will see if they move up or they go down. We will see. Or if they stay the same. Notre Dame versus Pitt. Pittsburgh is 24th, I think, in the polls right now. And again, we will see if they go up, go down. We will see tonight. This is a game where Notre Dame would hope and pray that Pittsburgh gets moved up in the polls. Now, one thing that's hurt Notre Dame is Miami. Miami losing the way Miami has been losing is not good for Notre Dame. Notre Dame needs Miami to start winning games, especially in the ACC. The one thing that is helping also Notre Dame is how good Texas A&M is looking. Those first two games that Notre Dame lost is going to be an interesting sign. Especially if Miami continues to fall the way they're falling and playing the way they're playing. If Notre Dame has any shot of making the college playoffs, I've been said this, they need to win every game. They can't stumble. And being on the road at Pitt is going to be an interesting fucking game. Because Notre Dame needs to win this game, but Pitt is also a really formidable opponent. And Pitt can get you. They can get you, especially in Pittsburgh. They can get you. So, yeah. Most interesting game of the week. Oklahoma versus Alabama. Told you I'd talk about it. Alabama last week played LSU, 120-9. That's it. The offense didn't look spectacular. I mean, again, like I said, LSU's defense is pretty fucking good. It wasn't like they could do too much. Too much to really doing it, like hurt them. But this is gonna be an interesting game for Oklahoma because, like I said, their season got derailed when their quarterback got hurt. Their season got completely and utterly derailed when their quarterback got hurt. And they've been trying to fix the shit since then. They need this game. They need it. Oklahoma needs this game. Can Alabama continuously push through the season? They have literally been on a 8-game winning streak since they lost to Florida State to start the season. So it will be intriguing to see how this game is going to be. Oklahoma is another one that can move up or move down or stay the same in its polls is up tonight. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this is going to look. Upset game of the week. Minnesota versus Oregon. 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 Oregon is now this is why this is my upset. Now a lot of people are asking the question, why is this your upset? Even though it's in Eugene, Oregon cannot afford to lose this game. Because you don't know what the hell Indiana is going to be like. You don't know Ohio State. Ohio State and Indiana feel like they're just ahead of you, and there's no catching them, and you will never catch them. Which brings into a game where you can go into a game like this against Minnesota, where Minnesota in the past couple of years, especially in the Big Ten, has had games where they have surprised some fucking teams. Minnesota is not a slouch of a team. They can actually play. They got a good offense. They always have had a really good defense. This is one of those games where Oregon has to win by style points too, because no matter what the Big Ten situation is, you might not have a chance to get into the Big Ten title game. So you have to show voters in a committee that you deserve to be in the conversation. The problem is, will you show them that you deserve to be in the conversation? That's kind of where the problem kicks in. We shall see. And my game of the week is, of course, Texas versus Georgia. Have I been hard on Arch Manning? Yeah, I've been hard on Arch Manning. Has he deserved it? Oh, you fucking right. He's deserved it. Is this the week where I say, hey, man, Arch, man, I've been hard on you, bruh. You know, man, listen, man. All is corrected if you do this. No, no, it's not. It's not the week because Georgia's gonna whoop that ass. Georgia's defensively has not been great. I have said this numerous times. This might be the worst Kirby Smart defense I've ever seen. They cannot. I don't know what the fuck's up to just Georgia's defense. Texas defense, it's pretty fucking good. Like that's a good fucking defense. Holy shit, that's a good defense. But again, you're asking Arch Manning to be better than his counterpart, and I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think he's okay. I think he can play, but I don't think he's better. And I think in a game like this, on the road in Georgia on a Saturday night, this could make or break him. You want to get rid of all the criticism? You want to have people stop telling you, saying that you are only in a position that you're in because of your fucking family and you are at Manning and that's all? This is the game where you correct that. Now, again, Georgia defense is not great, but if you beat Georgia in Georgia, nobody's going to give a fuck that the defense is not great. They're going to take it as you beat Georgia in Georgia. Outside of maybe Alabama, nobody does that. And that is what you're playing for. And that's going to be an interesting game. Big four in the NFL. Big four in the NFL. I don't do five. I don't do six. I don't do 10. I do four. These are my four teams in the NFL going into week 11 in the NFL season. Let's kick off this goddamn thing. Number one, with a bullet, it is the New England Patriots. 8-2. They play Thursday against the New York Jets at home. Just go ahead and give the fucking Patriots the fucking AFC East, bro. Just get these niggas the AFC. Wrap this bitch up and get this shit to them. Like, this is ridiculous. They got the worst schedule moving forward. Like, I was looking at that schedule. I'm like, God damn, you see the teams they gotta play? I'm like, Lord have mercy. You see the teams they gotta play, nigga? Oh my God. Yo, they got the worst schedule moving fucking forward. Looking at that schedule that they got coming up, I'm like, Lord have mercy. I've been saying this shit for a whole off season. The Patriots are going to win AFCs. They had the easiest schedule. They had the best moves, and they had the best fucking draft. Everybody on that team that got drafted is a bona fide fucking hit. Like, Will Campbell is a really great left tackle. And if it wasn't for Calvin Banks in New Orleans, I mean, Will Campbell might be the rookie of the year in my mind. But Will Campbell is a hell of a left tackle. Did y'all not see Trayvon Henderson this past Sunday where he was destroying Tampa Bay by himself, single handedly? Like, and that was in preseason. This nigga finally got a chance, and boy, oh boy, did he show that he can be that guy. Um, Keyshawn Booty, he's out. Okay, cool. Kyle Williams, the rookie from Washington State. Okay, you gonna play today? Okay, cool. I'll catch a couple touchdowns. That's nothing. I got you. It's fucking team, bro. The Patriots are fucking good, bro. This shit is ridiculous, and they don't give up runs. Like, they shut that shit down, which makes teams have to throw the ball. And the Jets cannot do that this week. They cannot throw the ball. You're forcing a situation that might not work the fuck out for you. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Can an upset happen on a Thursday night? If this is in New York, maybe. So this is gonna be in New England. Holy shit! Hey man, count your blessings. I mean, like, hey man, count your blessings. Jets, like, it might be over by the second quarter, bro. Like, it might be over by the second quarter. Now, I would say this: the New England Patriots offensively don't get really going until late second, third quarter. They kind of hang in there. They kind of like to fill you out, and then they go at you. I don't know what this team is gonna look like tomorrow, Thursday. I have no idea what they're gonna look like Thursday. Uh, the fact that they're 8-2 and the Jets are like 2-8 or 3-7, something like that. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This might be the game where we finally just be like, okay, Patriots are really great. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, at number one on my big four, it's the Patriots. Let's get that shit out the fucking way. Let God Almighty, get that shit out the way. Number two, the Los Angeles Rams. They play the Seattle Seahawks this upcoming week. They played San Francisco this past Sunday, and it was not even close. Um, my one hang on Sean, my one hang up on Sean McVay has been you can't beat Kyle Shanahan. You can't beat Kyle Shanahan. I don't know what the fuck it is. That dude just has his fucking number. But the Rams are 7-2. All that might Matthew Stafford has a back injury and it might derail his season and all that bullshit. Yeah, y'all lied to us. I don't fuck your child anymore. Y'all lied to us. Y'all lied to us. We believed you motherfuckers. And you lied to us. How dare you, sons of bitches, lie to us. Because this motherfucker is slinging that motherfucker. I don't know what it is, bro. This nigga is killing. Like this motherfucker is slinging it. Like Lord have mercy. Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams. This shit is crazy, bro. And now the running game is starting to get going. This is bad, bro. Like the Rams, and then on top of that, they already had a really good defense. The defense last year was good. This team can just grow and get better every fucking week, man. This is bad, bro. The Rams at this point is probably going to win the NFC West. I don't see anybody that thinks the Rams are not winning the NFC West. You're stupid if you don't think that the Rams are going to win the NFC West. I know people are going to sit there and say, well, they got Seattle this upcoming week. The Rams are going to win the NFC West. The fuck out of my face, that shit. Number three, it is the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle is third on my list. They're 7-2. Um, they go to the Rams, obviously, this weekend. NFC West divisional rivalry. This feels like this can really actually determine who's going to win the NFC West going forward. The one knock that I've had on Seattle is not the defense. That defense is, whoo, shit. That defense got a lot of Baltimore in them. Like Baltimore from a couple years ago when it was damn near impossible to move the football. Like it was damn near impossible to move the football on them. They got a lot of that in them, and it makes sense because their head coach is literally the former Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator. He has made that defense that Baltimore Ravens defense, and he took 2 years. It took him 2 years to build that defense, and that defense is fucking disturbing to watch. It's scary. It's fucking scary. It's like this shit is bad, bro. My knock is on Seattle, and it's not on Seattle because of the defense. Shockingly enough, it's not even on the running game, which, you know, they have the moments. It is and always will be on Sam Darnold. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Sam Darnold damn near cost them the game Sunday. Even though they were up like massively, you can't throw a pick and have two fumbles. That I don't give a shit against the bullshit Cardinals. Like you can't have two interception and two fumbles. I don't give a shit how bad the Cardinals are. You can't do that. Like you can't do, especially in games like the playoffs or games like Sunday where you're going to play the Rams and they're going to come at you. You can't do that. This is my knock on Sam Darnold. I don't give a fuck how good he looks in the beginning of the season. It's when he gets to the end of the year where I got a problem. I've seen enough of Sam Darnold to know the tougher the game is, the quicker he folds. I already know it. I don't trust a man when he. I don't trust nobody that literally gets that says I see ghosts when he saw a defense. I don't trust you, nigga. Fuck no. I don't trust you, nigga. Fuck you. Oh no, no, no. I don't trust you. Fuck that. But they're 7-2, and they're third on my list. And at number four, it is the Indianapolis Colts. They are 8-2. They are on a bye this week, but this past weekend they went into overtime with the Atlanta Falcons and won it in overtime. Um, I have no faith in Daniel Jones. I got a little faith in Sam, like a little, and I mean a little faith in Sam Darnold. I have no faith in Daniel Jones. If I had a percentage this shit, I'd say maybe about like 2% faith in Sam Darnold. That maybe somehow, somewhere he actually can actually win games for you. I have 0 to no faith. I have literally my shit on 0% when it comes to Daniel Jones. I don't trust this nigga at all. You can't tell me Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. Fuck you. You're lying, sir. I don't trust you, nigga. I don't trust your takes. Nigga, I don't trust your takes. Nigga, I don't trust your takes. You delusional, nigga. You own some other shit, nigga. You that's that pure coke. That's that pure cocaine. You own some other shit, bro. Ain't no way in hell you sitting there trying to tell me that you think that Daniel Jones can win you a game in the playoffs. And I know people gonna say, he did it against Minnesota, nigga. Shut up. Nigga, shut up. Shut up. And then the following week he played against Philly and got his ass whooped. Shut up. Nigga, we not doing this. We not doing this, man. My knock on Daniel Jones has been the moment they stop Jonathan Taylor and he's got to throw the ball, you're going to lose that game. You're going to lose. You know why I know this? Because I saw it already. I saw this happen already. When Philly stopped Saquon in that playoff game and he had to throw the football, he couldn't fucking do it. What makes you think he can do it now? Which, by the way, they also traded away one of his receivers. They traded away one of his receivers. So you're asking this nigga to do more. It's not going to happen. But I will say this. If I could vote on NFL MVP, Jonathan fucking Taylor would be the number one fucking person in the battle for me. There is not a fucking person that's going to sit up here and try to tell me that Jonathan Taylor isn't the fucking MVP right now. I don't give a fuck what quarterback you come up with. Matthew Stafford, Drake May. I don't give a fuck. Jonathan Taylor is literally the epitome and the embodiment of a valuable player. That offense does not move without him. He is the offense, nigga. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Nigga, that nigga is the offense. This shit reminds me of Minnesota when Adrian Peterson ran for 2,000 yards. Like, it's the same fucking offense. You have pretty much a nothing there quarterback. Yeah, he can make some throws, but not a lot of throws. And your offense is literally predicated on running the football. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Jonathan Taylor is the MVP. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Jonathan Taylor is the goddamn MVP. If you sit there and try to tell me that he's not, nigga, you delusional. You are fucking delusional, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know who got him healthy this year, but whoever did, nigga, that nigga needs a raise. That nigga needs a raise or a stake in a team. That nigga need a raise or a stake in a team. That nigga needs something because this nigga is carrying these niggas to the playoffs. And they gonna win the AFC South because ain't nobody touching them. The Jags ain't good enough. The Texans. I don't think the Texans catching them. I don't think the Texans are catching them. I don't think Texans are catching them. Jags are just the Jaguars, and the fucking Titans are just in a complete and utter rebuild. They're gonna win a division, but shit, when they get in the playoffs, God have mercy on their soul. As my brother Juan would say, God have mercy on their soul because they're gonna need it. Lord have mercy. Love is a warning in the NFL. That was a warning in the NFL. 3 teams: yellow, caution, orange, panic time, and red is good old DOA. Let's get into it, man. Yellow, caution. It is the Buffalo Bills. They are 6-3. You know, a couple weeks ago, I did this with the Bills. It was right after they lost to Atlanta. And I said, I gave them a pass when they lost to Atlanta. I know I gave them a pass when they lost to the Patriots, and then they lost to Atlanta. and I had to go in. And this past week, I saw so many people tap dance, literally tap dance, like Geppetto, and literally try to fucking tap dance out of the real conversation that you motherfuckers completely and utterly continuously try to act like you don't want to have, which is Josh Allen can't get it done. Josh Allen is not what makes the Buffalo Bills offense work. Josh Allen is nothing more than a more crafty Daniel Jones. Yeah, I said that shit. Josh Allen is nothing more than Daniel Jones. Nobody wants to say it, so I said it. And ironically enough, why did they hire Brian Daboll to begin with in New York? Because Daniel Jones had the same qualities and traits as Josh Allen. Brian Daboll, who helped Josh Allen get to where he's at. Nigga, this shit writes itself. I'm just saying, bro. This shit writes itself. You lose to the Dolphins. And here's the crazy part. You could have lost to the Dolphins a couple of weeks ago when y'all played Thursday night against the Dolphins in Buffalo. You could have lost to them then. But this game was just tremendously bad. And I know people going to sit here when I clip this shit and post it on social media. I already feel you. I already know what you're about to say. Well, Brandon, the defense, they couldn't stop the running game. The defense, they could. Shut the fuck up. Not Mr. MVP. Not Mr. Best quarterback in the league. Not Mr. better than Patrick Mahomes, better than Joe Burrow, better than Lamar Jackson. Not Mr. Josh Allen. Oh, fuck no. We're not about to exonerate this nigga like he just didn't play the fucking game Sunday. Oh, fuck no. We're not about to do that. I don't do that shit on my show. You find these other goofy niggas on the fucking social media that do that goofy ass shit and try to exonerate a motherfucker. Not me. Fuck that. Josh Allen, Mr. Josh Allen, that nigga, that motherfucker that's supposed to be the man, the fucking MVP. They had to get that bitch a fucking MVP last year because he clearly was not better than Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes. And everybody swear to God he's Patrick Mahomes equal when he's lost to this nigga more in the playoffs than anybody has. Y'all keep telling me this nigga's good. And then I see this nigga in the playoffs against Patrick Mahomes and he fucking shits the bed. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't hear this shit. I don't hear this shit. You lost to the Dolphins, nigga. Miami, nigga. 2-7 at the time. Miami. You let them niggas. After they traded Jalen Phillips, the best pass rusher, they traded this nigga to the Eagles. And they still beat you. And they stopped James Cook. Josh Allen is not the fucking reason why Buffalo is ever going to win a Super Bowl. We need to stop thinking that. The reason why Buffalo is going to win a Super Bowl is because they can run the ball with James Cook. The quicker y'all start to acknowledge that, the better your team will fucking be. But y'all keep trying to make Josh Allen this fucking MVP, and he's the greatest. And bro, y'all are 6-3. And for the last couple of weeks, y'all have shit to bet. This upcoming week between y'all and Tampa is going to be the most funniest game I've ever seen in my life. This is gonna be funny. Because I'm literally thinking to myself, man, if Tampa beat y'all, and they couldn't beat New England, wrap the shit up. Wrap it up. Unplug everything. Let's go the fuck home. It's over. Let's go the fuck home. Wrap this shit up. Let's go the fuck home. It's over. Let's go the fuck home. Because here's the crazy part. You guys got a worse schedule moving forward. You guys got a worse schedule moving forward than the Patriots. Wrap this shit up. Let's go home. Unplug the shit. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. It's over. Wrap this shit up. Y'all are yellow. Y'all are caution. Y'all are 6-3. But God Almighty, do y'all need help? Not like this team, because Orange is panic time, and that's the fucking Broncos. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. The Broncos are 8-2. Scratch that. The defense is 8-2. The defense is 8. Got 8 wins. The fucking offense got the 2 losses. These niggas can't play. These niggas suck. Oh my God, man. The defense is 8-2. That's who the fuck is the defense is 8-2. That's who the fuck got them wins. Cause you can't convince me, Bo Nix. Now niggas gonna sit here and say, well, they played against Dallas and they ran Dallas out the building. And they played against the Giants and came back in the fourth quarter, bro. Now how could you shut the fuck up? Shut up. You know what Denver reminds me of? Denver reminds me of the Pittsburgh Steelers a couple years ago. Y'all remember the Pittsburgh Steelers when they were 11-0? And we kept waiting because, like, damn, this offense is just garbage. This offense sucks. And then they lost, and they kept losing until they got in the playoffs against the Browns and Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, and all that back, and lost to the Browns. And everybody was like, oh, shit. And that's when the real Mike Tomlin should get fired talk started. Yeah, that's kind of what the Broncos are. They're 8-2, and I don't fear them at all. Defensively, and they have no Patrick Surtain, and they shut the Raiders the fuck down. Shut them niggas down. Bo Nix, and this is why I kept telling people all last year. I don't know what the fuck people be thinking. I don't know what the fuck people were saying. I saw Bo Nix for what, 3-4 years in college before he went to Oregon and played at Oregon. I saw him for 3 to 4 years in the SEC. He was the starting quarterback for the Auburn Tigers. And every fucking year, people would try to tell me, this is Auburn's year. Because Bo Nix is got some tool, or he's better now, and nigga, whatever. I watch this motherfucker play every year. And every year, he would get his ass beat by Alabama, Georgia, LSU, and Ole Miss. In that order. In that fucking order, nigga. He will get his ass handed to him by each and every single one of those teams. I don't give a fuck how bad our offense was in LSU at the time. We could beat Auburn. I bet money on that. I bet money on that. We beat Auburn's ass. Bo Nix has always been a quarterback. You don't go to lesser competition and torch them, and then have people sit there and try to tell me, oh, it was just he just needed to get the fuck out the SEC to be the guy he needed to be. Niggas, you crazy? There's a difference. This is what I've always said. There's a difference. Jaden Daniels went from the Pac-12 to the SEC and got better. Bo Nix went from the SEC to the Pac-12, and he actually finally showed everybody what he was supposed to be. And now he's in the NFL, and people are like, oh, man, Bo Nix regressed. No, the fuck he didn't. This is who he's always been, nigga. He just went to a worse conference. The fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, you might as well go hire his Oregon head coach to be the offensive coordinator. Because that's the only way this nigga gonna get shit popping. This nigga sucks. He's not good, bro. Bo Nix sucks. He's never been good. I don't know who the fuck told y'all this. Bro, if you watch this man in the SEC for the last 4 fucking years before he went to the Pac-12, you would know Bo Nix was never fucking good. Who the fuck told you that? He went to lesser competition, and he finally started to show signs that he can be a good quarterback. And y'all saw that and was like, that's the guy I thought he would be. It took him 2 years in the Pac-12 when he couldn't do 4 years in the SEC. And you want to give this nigga credit. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I'm pretty sure Denver's going to beat the shit. The defense is going to beat the shit out the offense. Because there is no reason for this offense to suck as bad as it does. And you supposed to be Sean Payton, Mr. Offensive Guru, Mr. I can figure it out, Mr. I got plays everywhere. And your offense look like that? Look like that? Like that? Oh, my God. Maybe, again, bro, I'm not paying you for what you used to be. I'm paying you for what you are. What you used to be, Sean Payton, was a great play caller. What you are is a nigga that might be a little bit over his heels. And red is DOA, and that's the Giants. They are 2-8. The Giants fired Brian Dable. Now there's some teams that might look into maybe bringing in Brian Dable. I would not be surprised if they do as an offensive coordinator. One team in particular is the motherfucking Buffalo Bills. I'm just saying. Um, my Saints. I thought that the drafted Jackson Dart that the Giants would probably keep him for another year. But Sunday was kind of like the last straw. They were like, "Fuck that! We can't keep this guy." And it's not his fault. As crazy as it sounds, it's not his fault. Russell Wilson just isn't good anymore. As soon as Jackson Dart got injured and got out of the game, the game was over for the Giants. They weren't moving the ball no more. They weren't going to score anymore. The game was over. The Giants are now 2-8, and they have now fired their head coach. Now, at least the one thing, and they kept the GM. The GM that called Saquon Barkley and told him, "Hey man, we're gonna let you test free agency, but just call us back if you get an offer." You kept that motherfucker but fired Brian Dable. Bitch, how? How does that make sense to you? I'll fucking guess, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on no more. I don't know what the fuck going on anymore. Anyway, that is it, man. I'll talk to you guys next week. This is our Bleed Sports. I am Brandon Janeau. Peace. Ugh.